equalised 2-2, an all-important goal for Arsenal in their chase to get to the semi-finals of the Champions League. And the first leg here at times was just breathless. Shall we go through them? I know you're looking really disappointed, and that's because you feel like Arsenal should have deserved a penalty and perhaps got a penalty. But why don't we start with having a look at that equaliser again? Happier times for you, Martin, because Jesus did the work and Trossard with a brilliant finish.
And as we say, it's the strength of the squad, and the manager's made the decisions to make those changes. Jesus, we know how excellent he is in the Champions League, and it was relentless from Arsenal. It just kept going and going. Mudarak was coming from Chelsea. Instead, they go for him for £21 million. And I mean, where are you getting more value for money than him, by the way? Fantastic finish there from him.
That moment was so important for them to take a draw over to Germany at the Allianz, and I imagine Harry Kane will be disappointed that they didn't go away with the win in that, and he's joining us right now. Harry, we're just seeing the goal, that moment there. In fact, why don't you talk me through your feelings when Arsenal equalised?
Yeah, obviously disappointment, you know, but look, it was a tough game. I think leading up to that goal, I think we lost 2 or 3 duels in a row, and then Jesus in the box is really dangerous, you know, with the chop he has, and unfortunately for us, he obviously found Trossard there. But yeah, overall it was a really tough game, and of course we're never happy not to win, but you know, it was a tough point away from home.
Harry, how different an Arsenal team is this to the ones that you faced in the past? Obviously you've only been gone the majority of this season, but is there a distinct difference now to this team than the one that you faced over the years and scored so many goals against?
Yeah, I think you've seen it probably over the last couple of years. Probably my last season at Tottenham, they was really strong, and they had a good go at trying to win the league. But yeah, they're a really good team, and that's we changed our plan a little bit today in terms of how we defended without the ball. More of a 4-4-2, and then had to work and had to dig deep because they keep the ball well and find the spaces. But yeah, of course we know we're playing a top team, the top of the Premier League for a reason. So yeah, it was a tough game.
Harry, tell me what was in your mindset. Obviously, we have admiration for you as an England fan. Obviously, now you love playing against.
And I back myself as a number 9 to try and bring players into play and I hold the ball up, and we had a good battle. There was times I held the ball, there was times they won it, and that's football. We'll probably do the same again next week.
Harry, have you missed this lot behind the camera singing to you?
I think they have a soft respect for me. I think
Listen, it almost felt like it was written in the stars that you come back to the Emirates and you score a goal. And is there a little bit of satisfaction in you, not just for your new team, but also perhaps for your old team?
Well, yeah, I know there wasn't just Bayern Munich fans watching this game tonight, so there's maybe a little bit more pressure. But no, it's always a tough game. Arsenal's obviously been
took the mick there, didn't you?
A tough.
I said he died very early, didn't he?
I said he slow-moed it in.
Yeah, it was one of them where I've done a bit of research on his games against Porto, and he really gets to the corners early, so I had to. That's part of it, and it was nice to see him go early and kind of make it easy for me.
What's going to be the difference in the way you guys approach the game away from the Emirates back at your place?
Yeah, I think we'll probably be a bit more aggressive, I say, without the ball. I think having no fans here tonight was tough, so to have a full stadium back in Munich will be incredible for us, and I think they'll really help push us on, and that's what we'll use, in big games, yourselves, you have to have the energy from the crowd to get you going, and then with the ball, I think we could be a little bit better. We had some spells, we had a big chance to go 3-1 up with Leroy, unfortunately didn't put it away, but to get the ropes a little bit.
I know what's happening in the league and the way it's panned out for you this season, but you scored a lot of goals. How have you actually enjoyed your time in Germany?
Yeah, it's been an amazing experience. Of course, in the league it hasn't gone the way I wanted it to go, and the club have wanted it to go. But I think for me personally, it's been an amazing experience. To see a different culture, see a different league, has been a great step in my career. And of course, the league it's gone this year, but I'm at Munich for a long time, and I know we'll try and come back stronger in that competition.
Harry, with the Bundesliga gone, does it make it even more important, the Champions League, for you? There seemed to be a lot of experience on the pitch, a lot of focus, probably the best performance in a while from you guys.
Yeah, I think so. I think, especially after the weekend's result, I think you saw a real determined team today. It was probably the perfect game for us to have so quickly because, we had to show a reaction after the last couple of games in the Bundesliga. We had to show togetherness, we had to fight. And sometimes that is defending. That's defending in the block and blocking and tackling and running for each other. And that's the team. And we have to become more of a team, I think, if we want to really try and be successful in this competition. So today was a small step in the right direction.
Is there a feeling as well, Thomas Tuchel obviously going at the end of the season, that. Is there a feeling of wanting to achieve something for him as well? And what's the dynamic like for you knowing that he's going?
Yeah, it's a little bit strange if I'm totally honest, but I think we all have huge respect for the boss, and we want to send his time here out on a high, and we all want to end it on a high. So all I can say is he's given 110% in every training session, every meeting we have. He brings so much passion, and you can tell he's not given up at all. Even though he knows he's not here in the summer, he wants to achieve something special with his team. So all we can do as players is respect him and fight for him and fight for the club and try and do something special all together before he goes.
All right, Harry. Well, look, some things never change. You scoring against Arsenal. It's
Another
deja vu
penalty.
tonight,
Another
isn't it?
penalty.
I've had a few here at the Emirates. I know that.
Goals a goal.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Thanks for your time. We'll let you go rejoin your team.
See you later.
And we'll see you out in Germany. Thank you so much, Harry. Good to see you.
They love him
Off he
here.
goes.
Look, listen,
Harry
they love him.
Kane.
They love him here, didn't they?
Look, they stayed especially. Okay, meanwhile here at the Emirates, well, the atmosphere was delightful before kick-off. Now, not so much. Arsenal have a fight of their own on their hands. Let's get straight into the goals. Bukayo Saka with the first one. Martin, what did you make of this goal?
Well, they started so well, Arsenal, and they had plenty of opportunities. It's a nice move down this right-hand side. Saka, we know, is the player in form right now. And look at Dyer there. Has got to come out and close that ball down. And of course, if you don't do that against top players, then you're going to get punished. And Saka certainly does that. Comes onto his left foot. And I'm just looking at Dyer there and I'm thinking, look, surely you've got to come out there and press. And that's where I don't think sometimes that defensive instinct is in his game. And then Saka takes advantage. It's a great start for Arsenal.
This is where Saka lives and breathes. This is where he's at his best, in those areas there where he's most comfortable. This is it. Last night he would have dreamed of getting into that position and having the chance to slot it in that bottom corner. Wonderful moment for him, and what a decisive finish.
Rio, Arsenal started well, but then it felt like Bayern just managed their way back in it. Goretzka creating this chance for Gnabry.
Yeah, I think Rio, I'd be questioning where he is. Why are you out there, no man's land? And it's a bad pass from Gabriel, but it's about Ryan here. The passing here, the weight of the passing, the runs, the timing couldn't have been any better. Couldn't have been any more perfect. Here you see Rio. Why are you there? The defender's got it under supreme control. Then there's a misplaced pass, but then it's been they capitalised on that. The transition here, the counter-attack, they can't react. That ball there, the weight of that pass, running at full pace, cannot be underestimated there from Goretzka.
Yeah, I mean, this is an Arsenal team that haven't conceded a goal for a month. I just wonder whether Ben White might have been able to play offside at the end if he'd have read it quicker. But all credit to Bayern, the way that they tore through that Arsenal defence for that goal.
You guys were really singing the praises of the Arsenal centre-backs, but they did give away a foul.
No, Neuer at that point there, while shouting, he's taking the mick here at the Emirates, flicking it up with his left foot. But here, Kivo, you have to win your 1v1 battle there. You can't allow that. And once he gets beyond him here, it's all about Leroy Sané. He's the way he's deceptive, he's moving, he's jinking. And the Arsenal back four, I think naivety plays a part there, the way they've let him slide straight through the middle of that.
Yeah, I mean, look, this counter-attacking play from Bayern, there's no way they should be getting through there. Kivior, yeah, you're right, he looks a bit shaky on that left-hand side. And then, of course, this man, he stood up, he's taking a mickey, really. Keeper, I think the keeper's looks a little bit panicky, a little bit rushed tonight, and maybe he was again for the penalty. He dived so early for that.
Harry Kane P-rolled that in. That's that under 9 penalty he took there.
There is a suspicion that Saka puts his foot towards the ball, but the movements from the keeper, Neuer, is actually going towards that ball. Look, he just comes out and makes the challenge. For me, that's a penalty all day long.
How has that not been given? I can't believe it. With VAR, I can't believe that, and that has not been given. That man in the picture has got a life there, because Saka today, I thought he was the most dangerous player for Arsenal.
Good penalty right into the top corner. And he can turn away, having done his bit.